Much's Weather Report was brought to you by Minute Maid Simply Orange. Marisol, back to you.
Well, thank you so much, Tony. Of course, we have the original sign that Chief Brody put up to warn swimmers that there was a creature lurking in the waters off of Amity Island. And joining me right now is you were the first victim, Chrissy. This is Susan Backlinie. You're coming back to us. You haven't been here in 30 years. And of course, Sir Mr. Peter Benchley. I just want to ask you first, what is it like being back here? The last time we saw you, you were shark dinner.
Well, I realized I don't have to be shark dinner this time. Can come and enjoy the island a bit more.
So what is it when you look at this place? Has it changed at all?
Yes, it has. It's changed a bit, but it's still got the very unique Martha's Vineyard look to it.
Sure. And they've, as we mentioned, we've been changing this over to Amity. The folks here in the town have been changing it over to Amity, and there's that infamous scene where you got dragged underground. But I just want to ask you, sir, people are just fascinated with sharks. Would you, knowing now what you know about sharks, would you still have written the book the way you did?
Couldn't possibly write it today, knowing what we know about sharks today. Nobody knew anything 30 years ago, really. There was no environmental movement. There was no Save the Oceans movement, barely Save the Whales. So I couldn't demonize an animal now. For every human being killed by sharks, 100 million sharks are killed by human beings. So no, it couldn't possibly be written today.
It would certainly not hold true, because this movie sent shockwaves. You know, people didn't want to go in the water. Speaking of which, tell us the movie magic as you were getting attacked in the water. How did that really come to pass?
Well, it came to pass by what they did was they had a pair of cut-off shorts on me with metal plates in the side, and they put cables to the sides and to the front. And we had manpower that ran back and forth on the beach to marks, and as they ran, I would go back and forth in the water. And when I'd feel my hips go the opposite way, I'd just violently throw my arms to the opposite direction.
You broke a couple of ribs, didn't you?
That was kind of a little bit exaggerated. Just a little bit.
But it sure looked as though you were breaking ribs.
It certainly did, and it looked so, and it was just such a compelling shot.
Oh, thank you.
And I have to say, do you have any sort of understanding of why we're so fascinated with sharks?
Yes, it goes back to the primal fear of things underwater, things we don't know about. It's a tribal thing, and we love our monsters. We really need them in order to survive as a species.
Right. And so, as you are here today, what do you think of this place? Does it conjure up any memories of when you were on this set? Because we're actually on the plot of land where Captain Quint had his prop. Of course, it's not here right now, but this is...
I've been back here a lot in the last 30 years, and I never would have thought, nor would Susan, that 30 years from 1975, that Universal would be putting out a 30-year anniversary edition. Who would have thought that the word Jaws would have any resonance 30 years ago, so 30 years hence? It's amazing to me.
Yeah. How's this movie, I'm sure this movie has done a lot to change your life. It's certainly changed the lives of people who've lived here, and we thank you so much for joining us. And don't forget, the 30th edition of the Jaws DVD is out, and it's got lots of behind-the-scenes footage that you don't want to miss. That's all we have from Martha's Vineyard, or Amity, we should say. Back to you guys in New York, Robin.
All right, Marisol, thank you very much.